made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And now out come the Bills. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. Now a stoppage for an injured player. A lot of people holding their breath on this one right now. That's Stephon Diggs, who is shaken up. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On first down, Allen. He short arms that one just a bit. It's low and incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
Allen's throw is complete, and they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain there of 21 yards.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have.
And Allen going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. But, Charles, I know you appreciate seeing this great defense, especially with the heightened intensity of the postseason. These two defenses, they have risen to the occasion to force back-to-back interceptions.
You know me well, Brandon. I always stand with my fellow defenders. And I love watching them make plays, and you nailed it. It's playoff time. This is when it matters most.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at their own 37. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play out.
The throw over the middle taken in. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills 16. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball. They leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Walker. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 46 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
And that's a great run, and this is when you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead, you're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be...
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Kenneth Walker, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Armadillos continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is, I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 19-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Here's Allen. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
This defense has passed its first 2 tests by forcing back-to-back incompletions. They know there's probably another throw coming on 3rd down. Let's see if they decide to force the issue by sending people on a blitz.
Steps away to his left. Allen hit. He lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half. And down 3 scores, a lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He completes it to Hunter. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
And he's got it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Ken Walker saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Armadillos get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Apparently the week off hasn't hurt him one bit. 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season. Got his first touchdown here in the playoffs. Perhaps the week off energized him.
A great article in the paper this morning basically saying that they would not have won the division without him. And he's not their only piece, but I think that's a fair statement.
It's easy to say it this way. He's their main cog.
Point after, right down the middle. And that will bump the lead up to 26. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. Now that ground game just continues to struggle to really get any momentum in this ball game, Charles. And I mean, you're at the point here, 3rd quarter, down 4 scores, probably going to have to put it in the air.
Oh, no question about it. So that's your only chance, your only opportunity. But think of the pressure you just put on your offensive line, because if you're a pass rusher, you're not even thinking about them running the football. All you're doing is getting into that sprinter stance and going after the quarterback.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He finds his man complete. It's Hunter. And, boy, he had the marker square in his sights, but a good tackle's going to leave him about a yard or so short. One quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Running for it, here's Cook. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. From their own 40 to the other 40. The gain of 20 leads to 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Here's Allen to throw it. And now another one thrown incomplete.
This has obviously been a bad loss, but one of the few things they can still do is try and throw the ball all the way to the end zone and get some points on the board so they're not shut out over the final 2 quarters of this game.
One final try here for Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. I think it's safe to say this is a game he's not going to forget anytime soon, Charles. 3 interceptions.
It's rare that we see 3 interceptions by one team, let alone by an individual. And I think that after the second one, he's probably telling his teammates, any ball that's in the air, it's going to be mine. And that turned out to be true.
Now the Rio offense set to take over. And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
And it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to the hotel before the game, and one of the themes they kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the #1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do that. Well, they're the #1 seed for a reason. Best team all year long. They're showing it again in this game.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. Straight ahead, Walker. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes us all the way down to the 37. 64 yards for him on the ground now, and 3 touchdowns to go along with it. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Walker with another carry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Now a stoppage here as we've got a bill shaken up on the play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Now a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. The offense on 3rd down, 5 out of 9 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. you've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10. To the air, Allen. Dixon, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
First down, Bills.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Sauce Gardner showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Allen.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away. That incompletion brings us one step closer to the end of this one. Maybe mercifully, partner. And let's face it, though, no surprise, they're still flinging it around. They have pride, too.
Now Allen. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. That's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th. And we've seen him do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
Here's 2nd and 8. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
The CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around until stopped.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Allen. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Nick Bosa collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Looking to throw. Allen
working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Buffalo.
Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. And oh, he coughed it up.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. They'll give it up to the big man Walker. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. Sticking with Walker on second down.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down.
Again, it's Walker. And he gets this only to the 41. Not near enough for the first. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff is going to come out here and take a look, and we will take a short break.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. They're not going to get it. They try to move the chains with a surprise, but it's a turnover on downs. It would have been a long field goal. The fake doesn't work out. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over.
They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And the Bills first down.
Allen now on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Allen now looks to throw. Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long.
Off the play fake. Allen under pressure. They got him again.
Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
10-yard loss on the play. And it's 4th down.
Now Allen, gotta have this one. And my goodness, another interception.
Picked up by Christian Gonzalez.
And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
So they stay.